The major funders of climate action have tried to establish very robust systems to safeguard climate finance, which has unfortunately contributed to the problem of accessing the funds, which we're now trying to fix, alongside a myriad of parallel processes. We know there are risks. We've seen them materialize. The bottom line is that corruption has the ability to undermine the effective and quality implementation of climate change projects. Anti-corruption practitioners may not agree with me, but we have to decide on our balance of risks. We may never be able to protect every penny of climate finance, but can we direct enough of it to address the urgent issues? Rather than blocking the flow altogether and doing next to nothing, what is our fiduciary risk appetite? Given that the purest approach has left the emergency to worsen, I would contend that instead of not turning on the tap until we're totally happy with the integrity of the plumbing, we adopt an approach that uses transparency and accountability locally to spot and address leakages as they occur. This is, of course, not perfect, but if the measure of success is tackling the climate emergency, it will score a lot higher than if we only let a trickle of water get through. Strike a balance between the urgency of financing required and the requisite transparency, accountability, and effectiveness. We would encourage regional governments and development partners to think themselves about this shift in approach, because we need to do it collectively. When looking from a distance, it may appear that all small island developing states, and indeed all Caribbean islands, appear more or less the same. Palm trees, beaches, nice resorts, some volcanoes. However, the reality is, of course, very different. While some of the problems are similar, each jurisdiction has its own cocktail of issues. Some struggle more with planning, some with procurement, some with data, and so on. A one-size-fits-all approach won't work. We have to help each jurisdiction work through its own particular set of access to finance issues. So we recognize that there are concerns, real ones, but we have to find a way through the bureaucracy and the risks. The region is well aware of the dangers it faces, so if there is a sweet spot between the two ends of the spectrum, we need to find that, and quickly.